Hey, good morning to everybody. Happy Sunday. It's Daryl here. It's 5 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. I'm working on a bigger video for hopefully for later today, but I just want to talk a little bit about. It's one of those mornings where I truly wonder what Trump supporters are thinking. So sometimes I'll spend my time looking over Breitbart News, Fox News, just to get a feel for what's going on in Trump supporters' heads and what these people are being told. For instance, I talked to a Trump supporter yesterday, and this person told me that she believes that there's a lot less support for Dr. Fauci. That people are saying things about him. There's a lot of bad stuff going on about Dr. Fauci. There's a lot of bad talk about him. I don't know if I could trust him anymore. And I had no idea what this person was talking about. To be honest with you guys, I still don't. I assume this person was watching Fox News because I don't know what I said to this Trump supporter was, I said, well, the only thing I can figure is that there's been let's say, no love lost recently between Trump and Fauci. With Trump pushing out this, I don't know, he calls it optimistic. The rest of us just call it flat out lies. With a vaccine coming out in the next couple of weeks. Or the worst thing that he's spewing lately is that we're rounding the corner. We're rounding this corner. Friday, we had 71,000 new cases, almost 1,000 deaths. Without a doubt, we're hitting a second spike. 71,000 new cases is the highest we've had in new cases since, I think, June or July. The highest number of cases in any one day was 78,000. Friday was just 71,000 new cases. We've taken a severe upswing. And you hear Donald Trump talk, and even just Friday, I think he was saying, we're rounding that corner. We're doing better. We're getting past this. I mean, I don't understand why he's telling the American people this. This is just going to keep dragging on and on if people don't pay attention. If some people continue to ignore it and ignore what we need to do to get past it, it just prolongs this whole thing. These people that, with no social distancing and no masks and pretending that it's all just going away and there'll be a vaccine next week. As long as people keep deluding themselves that this is happening, it's going to keep dragging on. So yes, I can see why the Trump administration might be saying things about Dr. Fauci, but I for the life of me, I still don't know what this person was talking about. That there's less trust in Dr. Fauci these days. And I know I'm pronouncing that name wrong. I've tried to say it right. I just can't. All right. So I looked on Breitbart News and Fox News. And let me just talk briefly about what I saw. I saw one whole video on Breitbart News. It was just a video in the last week, where the headline was, Trump takes off tie and puts on MAGA hat. And that's all the video was. Seriously. It was a video where he's talking to the crowd. Should I take off my tie? Should I loosen it up? You all have your MAGA. It was like almost 5 minutes of him just talking about his tie and his mask. His tie and his hat. That was it. That was the news. There was another video where he talked about the elite, wealthy Democrats and how they send their kids to private schools and they have their armed security, so they don't worry about, they push this lawlessness over here, but they have their own armed security. They send their kids to private schools. And I can't believe I just can't believe that there's this billionaire casino mogul with gold toilets telling me about how the elite Democrats live. And then he went on to say about Biden's houses. And I know for a fact that Biden only has one house, I think in Wilmington, Delaware. One house. Trump owns, 17 golf courses, right? compounds everywhere. Scotland, Mar-a-Lago, Trump Towers. Are you kidding me? And I'm 99.9% sure that Joe Biden owns one house. So he's talking about how Joe Biden is this elite guy, say, and then he went on to, like I said, he went on to say that these elite liberals send their kids to private schools. Where did Don Jr., where did Ivanka go? Did they go to public schools? I don't think so. And the crowd is just eating this up and cheering. And it's nothing but wall-to-wall bull. So this is what I see on there. All right, I'm going to end this video with kind of something on a serious note. I see Donald Trump, and there's been videos about this too. He's got like this fatalistic. He knows he's going to, a lot of people are saying that he knows he's going to lose. And what he's been saying, like with the suburban women, when he said, please vote for me, I saved your suburbs, for crying out loud, or whatever he said there. And then the other day he talked about, I might have to leave the country if Joe Biden becomes president. If you don't vote for me, I'll never talk to you guys again. And what I want to point out here is, instead of telling us why we should vote for him again, what he's going to do with the virus, all he's doing here is pleading for, he's asking for votes and pleading for votes, but he's not telling the American people what he's going to do to earn them, or what he's done to earn these votes. That's what I see, especially lately. I think he's just putting the last nail in the coffin with this pleading attitude. Please vote for me, or I'm going to leave the country if I lose, and all this other stuff. It just seems to be bargaining, bullying, not the kind of attitude I'd want to see from somebody I was going to vote for. Like I said, comparing this to a job interview. If I got the feeling that if I was interviewing for a job and I got the feeling that this person wasn't going to hire me, what am I going to say? Am I going to say, hey, if you don't hire me, I'm going to leave town, man? That's it. I'm never going to talk to you again. Come on. You sit there and you tell them, you'd be lucky to have me. This is what I'll do for your company. That's like, again, I think he's just digging a hole deeper. And again, I don't understand why anybody would still support him, unless they just don't want to admit they were wrong in the first place. That's about all I could figure. Or if they seriously are misinformed. Like I said, this Trump supporter that I talked to, that for some reason or other thought that Dr. Fauci had suddenly become unliked and discredited. And I can't find anything on that. I have no idea where this information is coming from. That's why I watched Breitbart and Fox this morning, to see what's going on in Trump world. All right, I'll be back later with a good video. You guys have a good Sunday.